Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we are looking at the top 10 teams with the biggest transfer budget in FM22. The honourable mention of this list goes to Liverpool, who do have a slightly smaller budget at the start of the game than the other clubs on this list, with £20 million in the kitty, but they also have a larger wage budget with just over £4 million a week and a minimum guaranteed budget for next season of £85.5 million at the start of the game. Small disclaimer, that obviously can change depending how many deals you do in installments in the first season, but the former Premier League winners have some fantastic players in their squad. If you have a look at this page, they've got the likes of Mohamed Salah, they've got Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk. All of those guys sit at 4.5 stars of current ability at the start of your save. You've also got some other players not too far behind that: Roberto Firmino, Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold in particular. If we filter this by potential ability, you've also got the likes of Harvey Elliott, who at the age of 18 could end up growing into a fantastic player for you. And there is enough budget at Liverpool to add to this squad if you do need to. Club number 10 on this list is Dynamo Moscow. Dynamo Moscow will offer you a transfer budget of 21.37 million at the start of the game, but their wage budget is a lot lower than the likes of Liverpool's, with just over £530,000 to spend in total. However, we can see the top earner at this club is only on £24,500 per week, and they only actually have two players in total that are over £200,000 in the squad at all. With £143,000 a week left to spend on wages, you should be able to bring in some good players to help this team challenge for the top spot in the Russian Premier League. Dynamo Moscow are an interesting side to manage as well, as they've never won the top Russian league and they finished 7th last season. However, they have excellent training facilities and they've got some standout players as well, such as Fabian Balbuena, a central defender who has spent the last 3 seasons at West Ham, and he seems like he'd be a very good fit for this side. He's pretty capable in every attribute. There's also the likes of Sebastian Selzmansky, gonna have absolutely butchered that name, who's a inverted wing on the right hand side, but he can play across any of the attacking front three, and he has got 4.5-star potential at the age of 22 years old, so someone who could develop into the best player at your squad and you could sell for bags of money, or he can carry your team to that Premier League for years to come. If you use Dynamo Moscow's 21.37 million to bring in some players to support this guy, I can guarantee you'll bring success to the club very quickly. Club number 9 is Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao also have 21.37 million in the transfer kitty at the start of their save, but they just beat out Dynamo Moscow into this 9th place, as they have almost double the wage budget with slightly over £1 million a week. Bilbao also presents an interesting option for a save due to their transfer policy of only signing players born in the Basque region. A quick look at the player search screen shows us that they have some very well-known players available that would be allowed to be signed. Notably, we've got Antoine Griezmann as well as Emerick Laporte at Manchester City, but not all of them want to join you. The challenge with Bilbao is almost finding players to be able to spend this money on, but if you do manage it, you've got superb training and youth facilities at the club to develop them in, and maybe you'll manage to topple the likes of your Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and win La Liga with Atletico Bilbao. Before we continue with club number 8, if you are enjoying this video, why not subscribe to the channel and check out some of the other content we do have on offer. We've currently got a Let's Play series where we're attempting to go from non-league football and with no coaching badges to winning the Champions League. We're currently managing Nottingham Forest and we're aiming to get them to the Premier League as quickly as possible. And if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, hit the subscribe button now. Come over and join us. It's over to Germany now, and club number 8. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have a squad filled with fantastic players. We've got Lewandowski, Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, Muller's in there still, Joshua Kimmich, Manuel Neuer. They've also got players like Alphonse Davies, who is already very, very capable and has bags of potential to grow. He can go all the way up to 5 stars according to FM. He's currently sat at 3 stars. At the age of only 20, this guy could be someone who will carry your club for years to come. And honestly, this team doesn't really look like it needs much in the way of improving. But should you really want to, or just want to add to your squad depth, then they do have a transfer budget of just over £25 million and a wage budget slightly under £4 million, which should be more than enough for you to improve the squad. Realistically, you should be winning the Bundesliga, but hopefully with a slight bit of improvement, you can go on and start challenging for Champions Leagues again as well. Club number 7 is Ajax. Ajax have won an impressive 36 Eredivisie titles, ranging all the way back to 1918. They've won the last 3 consecutive seasons in the Dutch league as well. If we have a look at their facilities, they've got superb training facilities, excellent youth facilities, and exceptional youth recruitment. It's a club that's synonymous with youth development, and you should have no trouble building a team full of wonder kids yourself with Ajax. As we can see, they've already got a number of players with some fantastic potential at the club, and if the club's exceptional youth recruitment doesn't bring them in, then the £29 million transfer budget will allow you to go and buy some wonder kids yourself. At the start of the save, you don't have any wage budget left, so that is something to consider. You might have to offload some players or transfer some of that money around to convert it into wage budget, but either way, Ajax is a fantastic choice if you want a fun save where you can develop your wonder kids. If a wonder kid development save with Ajax is something you would be interested in, check out my video at the top of the page now as well, which is how to develop your youth players in FM22. Club number 6 is Manchester United. The first English club in this top 10, Manchester United haven't been doing fantastic in real life, but are still an absolute powerhouse in FM22. They definitely have the star power and the budget for you to start winning the Premier League with them again, pretty much straight off the bat. You've got a squad that includes Ronaldo, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Varane, De Gea, just to name a few. With a transfer budget of £30 million and a wage budget of over £5 million a week, can you take Manchester United to new heights and do better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Course you can. Club number 5 is Paris Saint-Germain. Despite already having a ridiculous squad containing Mbappe, Neymar, Ramos, Marquinhos, Di Maria, you get the idea, they still have a £38 million transfer budget. Admittedly, they are over their wage budget at the moment, but with a little bit of adjustment, you can get rid of that overspend. You've still got 34 million, and then you can just adjust it back the other way to make it back to that £38 million we said of to start with. With this transfer budget, you can either continue to build the current squad, hopefully regain the League One title, win the Champions League that's been evaded them for so long, or you can invest in an abundance of wonder kids for the future, which is the PSG way in Football Manager. Oh, and did I forget to mention that you also get to manage this guy. Club number 4 is Chelsea. Now, although they did make the purchase of Romelu Lukaku for 98 million in the summer, they also sold several players such as Tammy Abraham, Kurt Zouma, Tomori, totaling in £132 million worth of sales, which has left them with a pretty healthy bank account as a result. And they are still willing to give you a transfer budget of £40 million and a wage budget of over £4 million. With that transfer budget and £206,000 left in the wage budget, can you make one more marquee signing and lead Chelsea back to the top of the Premier League in FM22? Club number 3 is Real Madrid. The Spanish club are serial winners, winning the Champions League 3 seasons running between 2016 and 2018, but it didn't manage to grab themselves any silverware last season. We can see here their squad is packed with great players such as Benzema, Courtois, Eden Hazard. They've got their new signing David Alaba as well. They've also got Eduardo Camavinga, a player who I'm sure will be well known to every Football Manager player. At the start of the game, they give you a transfer budget of £51.3 million to spend for you to bolster the squad and start challenging from silverware straight from the off. Can you manage Real Madrid and emulate past success and win back-to-back to back Champions League titles. Club number 2 on the list is Manchester City. Manchester City are the reigning Premier League champions and have won 3 of the past 5 seasons. They have arguably one of the best clubs in the world, with Kevin De Bruyne and Raheem Sterling being part of the club for years, and Ruben Dias and Jack Grealish ready to be part of the club for many years to come. You should easily be able to start challenging for silverware without making any changes at all to this squad, but if you do want to make some marquee signings of your own, the Manchester City will give you a transfer budget of £100 million and a wage budget of £4.7 million a week to be able to do so. There's also a fair amount of that wage budget left to spend, so can you take Manchester City and win the Champions League at the first try? And club number 1, as probably expected, it's no big surprise, is Newcastle United. With their recent takeover, Newcastle have a ridiculous budget of £200 million, which is double of that of second place Manchester City. Despite that, this might actually be more of a challenge than it looks. Newcastle don't quite have the reputation of many of the other clubs in this top 10 list, and there's only just over £2 million in the wage budget, which is substantially less than any of the bigger Premier League clubs. If you wanted to, you could move your slider all the way to the left, giving you a wage budget of £2.9 million and reducing your transfer budget to £156 million, which is still £56 more than Manchester City and should be enough for you to at least get a decent amount of squad building done. If we go to the player search screen and have a look at who might be interested in joining and arranging this by biggest transfer value, then there are a number of players who would consider joining you. Notable ones for me here are Declan Rice, we've got Ruben Neves, Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal would also be a great shout for the future, and all would be fantastic additions. You also have some good players already at the club, like Alan Saint-Maximin, who still has the potential to develop if he's given enough time. The board are only asking for a top half finish in the Premier League in exchange for this ridiculously huge transfer budget, but I think the aim of the game with Newcastle is how savvy you can be in the transfer market and how quickly you can go on to win the Premier League. They haven't won the top title in England since 1927 and have never won the Champions League at all. With the transfer budget available this season and surely money still coming in over the next few seasons, could you be the manager to go on and win it for them? That is the top 10 teams with the biggest transfer budget in FM22. So, do any of the teams on this list take your fancy, or have you managed any of them already maybe? If so, pop down in the comments below and let me know. And while you're down there, why not subscribe and check out the other content on the channel? Until next time though guys, thank you very much for watching and happy spending.